Greetings and salutations, friends. I am Numithrander, and today we continue the Tournament of Glory in Bloom. And if I recall correctly, the next order of business is to visit the Speaker's chamber and converse with Moika, and learn what she knows of Sacred Flame crystals. Yep. But
I still have a lot to do with it.
well, something interesting you might have noticed already. I now have Shen Yun. And story behind this, actually very simple. This morning I was doing daily commissions, and I noticed I had enough to make one wish. Didn't think anything would come of it. So I thought, why not? I'll just throw one at it, and then, well, this happened.
What? A cursory change in one's appearance and you barely recognize me. Then let one dispel any doubt. One is in all things unconstrained and unabashed, free to live as one pleases, go where one desires, and journey with whomsoever one wishes. Nevertheless, in light of one's considerable renown, please call me Xian Yun in public.
So, yeah, totally at random, I get Shen Yun. And because I was completely blindsided by that, she's only at level 70 at the moment. I did happen to have a full Viridescent Venerer artifact set for her, which was nice. But her talents are a bit limited again. Really didn't see this coming. I kind of wrote off the possibility of even getting Shen Yun or Veressa as not this time for either. But, well, I have been very pleasantly surprised. Anywho, and as you might notice as well, I did in fact make a new team with D-Luke. And so far, it's doing rather well. I was hitting 70,000 on my plunge attacks with D-Luke. Which is kind of insane. In comparison, his Searing Onslaught elemental skill spam was only netting me like 20,000 damage a hit, and that's when I was vaporizing. So, Shen Yun really did revitalize D-Luke. Took him from doing like 20k to 70. So, yeah, I am really happy I got Shen Yun. And now, I believe I still have, let's see, 12, 13 days? 10, okay. I still have 10 days left to see if I can't get Veressa. Or, failing Veressa, a copy of Janssen, because I still don't have any of our diminutive trainer. And thanks to Shen Yun, I do also have some wishes for the permanent banner. I think I'll burn those right now, just so that I don't have to edit the video again, with me getting another 5-star out of nowhere. Of course, there is always the possibility that I get nothing but 3 stars out of this. It would hardly surprise me. I would say most likely the single biggest surprise would be not getting a 5-star, but getting a copy of Janssen. Because the odds of that from the permanent banner are kind of absurd. Oh well. Now see, that is the kind of luck I was expecting this morning. I was expecting to get nothing but blue. And then I get Shenyan instead.
All done.
So that's kind of the reason I'm still playing this game, because it can genuinely surprise you every now and then. But enough about my good fortune. Let's see what Moika has to say about this, Sacred Flame Crystal, and whether she knows about any of its ill properties.
I've read through your proposal, and it sounds like a great idea. Even if it wasn't for Milray's situation, there'd be many reasons to start holding the Bloomflower trials again. How many warriors have been signing up?
Far more than we anticipated.
Our warriors sure are fired up. The ones who came late even held a protest outside the sign-up booth. So we had to make an exception by adding a few more spots.
So many people have signed up that we've had to divide the competition up into main matches and exhibition matches. Each main match will pit 2 different tribes against one another, while the exhibition matches will see 3 tribes going up against another 3. I'm planning to limit the number of spots for the exhibition matches. Accidents are more likely in tangled melees, so with fewer contestants, we can ensure that any injuries will be attended to promptly.
Well, you've clearly thought this through with care. You have my approval. And don't worry, I'll find a way to fund it.
Thank you, Archon.
Oh, where will the trials be held? I'll stop by later to see how things are going. But I won't be taking part. Wouldn't want to spoil everyone else's fun.
The main venue will be near the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, with additional arenas set up around the various tribes.
All right, I'm all out of questions. Keep at it, everyone, and thanks for your hard work.
In that case, we'll be off. It's time we started organizing crews to set up the venues.
Traveler, Paimon. Good luck.
Huh? Good luck with what exactly?
Hey, it's been a while, you two. Are you here about the Bloomflower trials too?
Yep, we sure are. Sounds like everything's going to plan.
Bloomflower trials. The name alone fills me with nostalgia. I first heard about it from my dad, who first heard about it from his dad, my old grandpa.
Guess that means they were last held at least 500 years ago? Wait a sec. No, it must have been much earlier than that, then. Whoa. When you put it like that, it does feel kind of surreal that we're doing something that hasn't been done in such a long time.
True, but I've got a good feeling about this. We'll pull it off, rest assured.
Do you know anything about Sacred Flame crystals? And if you do, is there anything dangerous about them?
What makes you ask?
We've heard rumors that Sacred Flame crystals can beguile human hearts.
I've never heard such a rumor before. And rationally speaking, it just doesn't even seem possible. The rules governing the Oda Resurrection have protected Natland for many long years, and these rules are themselves fueled by the Sacred Flame's power. We've been working with the Sacred Flame all this time, and we've never noticed anything unusual about it. In essence, Sacred Flame crystals are just another form of the Sacred Flame. I can't imagine how they could possibly beguile human hearts.
I find it hard to imagine too. I'm assuming that some other corruptive influence must have been involved. Or, well, I don't know what the Tepetlosaurs seem to know. Yeah, no idea.
So please, be at ease. And besides, even if they did harbor some kind of evil power, it will not cause any real trouble in the Natland we now live in. Not if I have anything to say about it. Our main priority right now is to hold the Bloomflower trials so we can collect enough Sacred Flame crystals to heal that little Tepetlosaurus.
It's so reassuring to have you on our side, Moika.
Well, there are some things even I can't handle. For example, it just came to my attention that you've got some people waiting for you outside.
Oh?
Huh? Who could they be?
You'll find out soon enough. Go on now. Don't keep them waiting.
I wonder. I'm assuming Mualani and Kanish and Kachina. And possibly Shilonan, too. After all, I'm not really expecting cameos from Neuvillette and Farina, for instance. Nor from Diluc or Jean. Nor Zhongli or Shen Yun. Nope, probably gonna be locals. Ah.
Finally, you're here!
Hello, Alani. I was right.
Traveler Paimon. So, basically...
Let's see. Looks like we got Oron and Janssen, too. And there's Kanish. And I believe I saw Chaska.
Hold up, what happened to first come, first served? What I'm saying is I get to go first. What's going on? Why is everyone turned up all of a sudden? So, you know about the Bloomflower trials, right? I mean, we were wondering, have you decided which tribe you'll join? If not, how about the people of the springs?
Oh, I see. Oh, you're going to wrangle me into serving with one of the tribes. So apparently you think I'm going to be taking part on behalf of one tribe or another. Honestly, Mualani, I don't believe that's fair. No, not fair at all. Either I sit this out, or I have to take a neutral position, fighting on my own part and no one else's.
What? We're allowed to take part too?
Given that the trials haven't been held in so long, we're creating a new set of rules for them, separate from the ones for the pilgrimage.
All of the chiefs have agreed, but whether or not you compete or which tribe you support, well, that's completely up to you.
As the hero who saved Natlan, your participation would be a huge morale boost for whoever you choose to join. In other words, recruiting you is every tribe's top priority right now.
Oh, so that's what's going on! No wonder Chief Akatl wished us good luck just now. He must have known this was coming. And that's all for the chit-chat. I hope you're ready for some serious incentives. How do you like the sound of luxury hot spring vouchers? I'll even throw in a selection of fine gifts from the shop. Luxury hot springs? Sounds like Paimon's perfect vacation!
If you join the Scions of the Canopy, we'll hold a great barbecue in your honor. The finest quality meat, all you can eat.
And if you join right away, you'll even stand a chance of being taken on as a sidekick of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula Hao!
Yeah, no one wants that.
Sneech, you little... Ah! All-you-can-eat barbecue? Join up with the Collective of Plenty, and I'll provide a year's worth of training sessions and a personalized nutrition plan to help you become stronger than you already are. Paimon too keen on training. But getting stronger does sound tempting.
All I've got to offer are freshly picked vegetables, but I can guarantee they're really tasty.
Ooh, could Paimon get some samples?
Fancy some flying lessons? Or you could just hitch a ride. I'll take you soaring through the skies myself.
Well, flying's kinda what Paimon does for a living. But flying around with the Traveler sounds like it could be a lot of fun too.
I can bake Saurus crackers and green fruit chips.
Oh, Paimon loves those too! Oh, this is such a tough choice!
Well, honestly, Kachina, you should have led with Shilonen. Think about it. Shilonen created the Flame Strider, and all manner of other sci-fi tech. Oh, science magic. Close enough. So, why not suggest that you could convince Shilonen to make another Flame Strider for the Traveler? I mean, why not, really? And as for Auroron, you should have led with Seed Lolly teaching us a bit more of her magic. So again, two of you didn't really do a good sell, I have to say. If we're just going purely on characters that I like more, well, personally, Seed Lolly is pretty high up there for me, so I'd probably actually go with Masters of the Nightwind just for her, but well, we'll see if they actually force me to make this decision or not.
Not just because the freebies are tempting, but also because picking one tribe feels like we're betraying all the others. You know what? Paimon's decided to leave this one to you.
Tumaini belongs to all of Natlan, after all. So why not? Why don't I join all of you? Again, like I said at the beginning, I don't like the idea of singling out any of the tribes. I might prefer certain individuals, but I kinda like all the tribes in general. So yeah, not really wanting to play favorites at that level.
Paimon's pretty sure that isn't an option.
Moika gets to sit this out, so I don't see why I can't play for all teams.
Actually, it's not a bad idea. It could work for the exhibition matches at least. There'd be 3 tribes on one side versus 3 on the other for those. So, first half you're on our side, second half on theirs. Sounds fair enough, right?
Huh. Hadn't thought of that. Pretty clever.
What? Really? Huh. Then, as for those perks you mentioned earlier...
Don't worry, my offer still stands. Enjoying ourselves is the #1 priority here.
So it's settled then? For the first half of the exhibition match, you'll fight alongside us Scions of the Canopy, People of the Springs, and the Children of Echoes against the other 3 tribes.
Feels just like the old days when we used to fight side by side. We're gonna be unstoppable!
All right, it's nearly time. Let's get ready and head over there together.
Very well. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Bloomflower Trials. Pyro Archon Moika has agreed to hold the Bloomflower Trials, and the competition venue is ready. All that's left is to sign up for it. And then go Saurian Expedition. A Saurian expedition is set off in search of ocean zephyrs, but a few little ones seemed to have stayed behind. Why not have a chat with the staff nearby? With the staff, you say? Well, let's go to the Bloomflower Trials first. Okay. They weren't kidding about it being close to the stadium, but not precisely in it. Well... alright. That looks new.
Skyward!
I do quite appreciate the fact that Shenyun actually increases gliding speed. Is that... Yeah, that looks like it's going to be the Saurian Expedition side story right there. Well, first things first. Let's go and speak with our event organizer. I'm tempted to say Ballo? 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 Please say your name so I know how to pronounce it. And the answer is never. I will never hear this guy's name spoken. Hopefully we're not monolith defending. That would get annoying pretty quick. So you anticipate the venue being invaded by external intruders? More or less. Capture the flag or something to that effect, or attacking tribes seems rather vague as far as terminology goes. Here we go. The Bloomflower Trials are divided into two categories: offensive battles and defensive battles. In each trial, a specific character must participate in the current martial trial. In offensive battles, travelers need to complete various challenges to charge ritual items, then use these to destroy the enemy camp's barrier, thereby achieving victory in the martial trial. In defensive battles, travelers need to prevent their own flag from being destroyed by the attacking faction. Okay, so it was capture the flag after all. Okay. Well, let's give this a try then, shall we? Let's see what the rewards look like. 80 primos. And then some extra goodies if we do well. Okay. So it's actually only only going to net us 2.5 wishes. Not all that impressive. Oh well. So, attack from the waterway. Participate in the attack with Mualani. For the people of the springs, the waters present a smooth path forward. Be flexible when adjusting your offensive routes to launch attacks from various directions and overwhelm the enemy. Okay. And it looks like... looks like I don't actually get to choose the difficulty for this one. And I was just thinking it would be really nice if they let us actually use each tribe member for these trials. Alright, so we have to use Mualani. So, martial trials scenarios. The damage caused by vaporized reactions is increased by 100%. When the attacking side captures a stronghold, the following buffs will apply. Character's phlogiston consumption decreases by 70%. In the Night Soul's Blessing state, Mualani's movement speed increased by 20%, and all elemental resistance is reduced by 40% for nearby enemies within a small area. After the attacking side breaks all enemy barriers, Mualani, in her Night Soul Blessing state, will release a shockwave at the enemy's position when dealing normal attack damage, dealing true damage. A shockwave can be released in this way once every 3 seconds. Interesting. Alright, in that case, we'll definitely want Vaporize going into this, so Shalona and Moeka. Who should I make the final one? On the one hand, Farina is a pretty easy choice. However, I think I'll be safe, because I'm not actually that good at using Mualani's moveset. I don't have Mualani on this account, or on the second account either. So, yeah, I'll have to get used to her again. In which case, Zhongli ought to provide me enough breathing room to get into the swing of things again. In offensive battles, travelers need to capture strongholds and complete events to charge ritual items. Captured strongholds will continuously regenerate energy for your ritual items. Completing emergency events and tribal challenges, as well as collecting provisional supply boxes, will instantly charge your ritual items. When a ritual item is fully charged, using it will break a barrier protecting the enemy camp. After all barriers are destroyed, defeat the enemy forces stationed in the camp to claim victory in the martial trial.
Ever tried chasing waves before? You want to try? Well, come on, no time like the present. I'll help you find the closest beach.
That part shouldn't be too much of a problem. But I think we're a little busy at the moment, Mualani. I'll take you up on that offer later, though. Okay then, down we go. Ah yes, I don't have the option of changing the wing glider. Not sure which one I'd actually use for Mualani, though. You can capture enemy strongholds by consuming combat supplies. Captured strongholds will continuously regenerate energy for your ritual items. The more strongholds captured, the higher the charging rate. Additionally, after capturing the stronghold, you will unlock the ability to teleport between camps and obtain the relevant buffs. At the start of offensive battles, travelers will own a certain amount of combat supplies. By completing events, more combat supplies can be obtained. Okay, what is... Okay. When attackers capture a stronghold, they will gain the following buffs. Blazer's consumption, character's rate by 70%, Mualani's movement speed increased by 20%, and res shred for the enemy for 40.
This place is ours now!
Ooh, there's monsters.
Stabilize!
All right.
I will have order.
Let's see.
Solidify.
Light it up. Bring it.
Okay then. And I have enough to get this one too. Alright.
This place is ours now!
Yep, we have more monster interference.
Rise with the sun. Wrath from the sky.
Carving wave!
Come on! Show me your courage!
Brace yourself.
Stick around! Quake!
Let's ride. Demolition time.
Stabilize!
Try and stop me. All right.
Let's ride!
Okay.
Need a surfboard?
Looks like we got enough to go for another base of operations.
Keep pushing forward!
Okay. Alright, that's one hit.
The finishing blow!
2.
Kaboom!
Okay, we don't have enough energy yet. I wonder. Another trial here. Break the provisional supply boxes to gain energy. Okay. Simple enough. Just need to find a bunch more of those, I guess. Looks like we're right on the edge here.
Burn it down. All right.
In point of fact, I'm too far out.
Stick around!
Yeah, I can't actually fight those guys because of where they are. Okay. Harness the abilities of companions from the people of the springs to move swiftly along the water's surface and score as many points as possible. Dirty fruits will appear during the challenges, and touching them will cause the remaining challenge time to decrease. Oh, that's annoying of them. Okay. Looks like I have to be a bit careful maneuvering around here. Something tells me there should have been a more direct path to follow. There we go.
That's the finishing blow!
Yep, down they go. Oops.
Carving waves!
I might be able to finish this in time. But I did waste a fair bit of it. We'll see.
All right, bring it on!
Pyroclastic surge! Light it up!
Let the mountain's veins boil! Check this out! That's the lot! Faster!
Right! I will have order!
Yep, this will take some getting used to, I think. Oh, and I whiffed with the... Oh, that was painful.
Letting brave names echo! Let's ride! Amazing! That's up! Let's shred, Sharky!
Oh, and I missed with that, too.
This is order!
Okay, now that you're frozen, you should be hit by that.
Full throttle! All right.
Alright, doing some decent damage. Yep, still not used to Mulan's gameplay.
Burn it down! All right.
So I do apologize if there are any Mualani mates watching, and...
Let's ride!
There we go. Okay. Okay, I guess I've... Gonna have to try that again, I think. However, I believe, since we're already almost 40 minutes in, that I'm going to call it quits here for today. Need to come into this fresh, I think. I'll take a break, and then have another crack at that, see if I can't get the gold at least. And we can get a few goodies from the battle pass too while we're at it. Alright. Well, not as complicated as I was thinking it was going to be, but still. more complicated than most of these events tend to be. At any rate, we'll call it quits here for today. So if you enjoyed this, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Do check out my Elden Ring Let's Play, as well as my playthrough of the Genshin Impact main story. I post Monday through Friday, most weeks anyway. So do remember to hit the bell to keep up with notifications. And as always, have a good day.